All right. We're live.
We're live. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing today? We're waiting for Faith. She's supposed to be coming.
Hopefully.
She was beautifying herself. So for any of y'all that are familiar with that scenario, we all know how that works. So she might be here in 30 minutes, maybe sometime at the end of the live stream or what have you.
Yeah.
But,
So we'll see.
Yeah, so we just wanted to jump on. We were going to do a carnivore update. We're 151 days in. Going strong. Still no scurvy. Still no. All of our kidneys are fully functioning still.
Yep.
Ketosis hasn't destroyed our organ function yet.
Not yet.
We're feeling great. We're sleeping great.
Yeah.
I was really hoping your mother would be here for the how's everybody doing this
for the check-in?
Nikki C, always loyal. Rylan, Carlos, where you at, Carlos?
He was first at 6 o'clock.
He was,
he's not here.
but he's running late now, so there you go.
We've been having a beautiful week, beautiful weather,
incredible weather. Got a little cold.
Yep.
And then it's back in the 70s. It's like paradise. So it's been fabulous.
Yeah.
We've been getting an enormous amount of stuff done. So
yeah.
And so we'll announce that on the front end. It's in the notes. We're doing a you were cut off when you were saying where Texas Mom is. Yeah, she's around here somewhere. She's supposed to be here. And,
hopefully she'll make it. Hopefully.
She was supposed to be here 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
She is always
she's
fashionably late.
Yeah, she's getting ready, I guess, but she's on her own time.
Getting ready for all y'all people.
I know.
So, it takes time.
Yeah. So we launched the food forest in the box and all of the cuttings. We still have to add a couple more cuttings that we're going to be selling on there. On tonight's live stream for 24 hours, we are running a $5 off coupon code, so you can go check it down there. It's Food Forest, all caps. But for all the people that have already placed orders, for all those people, which it was like over a dozen of y'all, we're throwing in extra cuttings for y'all. So
way you don't feel like you got cheated because you were early adopters.
Yeah. So we're gonna load y'all up with some cuttings. So but yeah, there is a $5 off coupon code, and that's for all the cuttings. So so just wanted to say that. And really excited about the food forest in the box being launched this year. Some of our best cuttings ever.
Yeah, I'm excited about the quality. Yeah, I'm really excited about the quality. And hey Brian, how you doing, sir?
I hear somebody walking this way.
I thought I heard your mom.
I know. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't know where she is.
I really would prefer to start rather than rehash. If you meet here, you talk to the people.
I'll talk. Go tell her that we're already live and waiting. All right. Yeah, so we've been having a good week. All right, did you guys have any damage? Nope, no storm. No storm that came through. We had some cold weather come through. Oh, there she is. So, yeah. I highly doubt they're going to say much, but
you're late, mother.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late. Not so fashionably.
Not so fashionably.
Hey y'all! Wow, we got some people on here.
Yeah, and you've been like
jamming
them up. They've been
wanting to
talk to you.
So sorry. I was getting my hot tea. That's an update. I'm on day 2 of hot tea instead of coffee.
Will Faith be putting out any content on her channel?
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I want to.
Possibly what we could definitely do is shorter end content.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I loved doing the live streams. That was super fun when we did the dress a day thing. That was really fun. I was thinking about doing a fall thing over on my channel where we just talk about like fall wardrobe stuff and stuff like that. But anyway, I don't want to.
Okay. They're missing your content.
And homeschool stuff because I changed up some things with homeschool and I was thinking about that this week, sharing some things with that. So anyway,
they really need to be content with your content.
Well, hey, Nikki C. So anyway, but we're here to talk about carnivore, and I did get a big invite this week onto a carnivore collab with some other mom channels.
Oh, really?
And
that's great.
I've thought about sharing that because that all ties into feeding the family and keeping everybody healthy.
Putting food on your family.
All of that. So we're going to get into all of that tonight. There is going to be a little bit of that stuff as far as food stuff goes because we are past our 60-day marker again for our perpetual 60-day plague since 2020.
Yeah.
And since we went carnivore June 8th of this year, we have yet to get like any type of month-long bubonic plague that lasted and knocked everybody out for the whole entire month. So it's been really, really great. We have had colds about every 60 days. Yeah. But this 60-day marker was like a new milestone.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Far because the only two little ones that kind of got like allergy symptoms, like just runny noses, kind of that. And I'm not even going to say respiratory because there was no coughing. There wasn't anything like that. No fevers, but just some runny noses, like allergy type stuff. Yeah. Just two of them, just two of my littlest ones got that. And everybody else soared right through the 60-day marker. So yay carnivore for that. Yeah. That's been great.
Really neat.
Boosting the immune system.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, did you give your update?
No.
Okay, well, go ahead.
So Matt, what's your update?
My update's just been the same. Just keeping on with the carnivore. Still been doing the carnivore coffee. I've still been doing butter 50-50.
You went back to butter.
Back to butter. Yeah, 50-50. So I just do 50% butter and then 50% tallow because I still like the taste of the butter in there.
And so how do you make it?
So I just
do you think that you have more acne when you use butter?
Your face
no, I have about the same. Right now. Yeah, it all personally being on carnivore, it's light years better, but I've noticed being off the butter and having just the tallow, my skin is always oily. Yeah. And I perpetually am working and stuff like that. So I just have to use the rubbing alcohol on my face. If I use rubbing alcohol on my face once or twice a day, I'll be perfectly fine. Yeah. It's just when I get so busy and then I don't wash my face or whatever.
Got that Italian skin. My dad still does rubbing alcohol, which
it's the best thing.
It's the like I'm sure it's like the worst thing for your
rubbing
skin,
alcohol on a rag and you wipe your face down with it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. My dad's 65.
You do that
and he's still doing that.
You can do that for your back. That's what I do. I'll get out of the shower. That's the craziest thing. I can wash with soap. And you take rubbing alcohol on a rag and you rub your skin with it, there's still dirt on your skin.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how's your shoulder?
My shoulder is doing amazing. Incredible. I went from surgery
September 9th
till now, and after surgery I would my shoulder wasn't round. Lost a lot of muscle in there, and it was real square looking and nasty looking, and already it's round again, so that's great.
You're still limited, but every day it gets better and better. I can go straight up now. That was actually the first time. But yeah,
it gets stronger and stronger every day. And I keep like, I use it more and more in like normal tasks now too. Not like lifting heavy things or anything like that, but just like starting to use it more, you know, every day to slowly build back up the strength. And then I went for my 6-week appointment a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago. And he said I can start doing like rubber band exercises with it and stuff like that. So still January until it's 100%. So still got to take it easy on it. But yeah, I think recovery time is way faster this time though.
Yeah. So what are you eating in a day these days?
Mainly I'll have, it's seeming like with work and everything, normally 1 meal a day.
Okay.
1 meal and then a coffee in the morning, a carnivore coffee with 3 eggs in it and the butter and tallow.
Butter and tallow and no sweetener in it.
Honey.
You're still putting honey in it.
Yeah.
And do you put
Lots of honey.
That's the only way you can get that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a tablespoon.
No, you can take the honey out. I took the honey out.
You took the honey out?
Totally.
So that's an update for you.
Totally drinkable.
So your one meal a day,
rough.
what does your 1 meal a day look like? What time?
Normally, of lately, it's been consisting of hamburgers normally. So with the jobs that we've been going to, which has been off and on hamburgers there. But then when I'm home, I found that just, you know, plain Jane hamburger patties on the grill, you cook them right and you don't overcook them, are really, really good. And then steak's been doing good. Actually, there's an update that I can give about Buddy actually too. He said he wasn't feeling that great being on the carnivore thing. And he was eating ground beef and stuff. And of lately, he said he switched on to eating more steaks. Okay. And he said it's tremendously helped him.
That's good.
Like big time. So he's been eating a couple steaks a day now.
Yeah.
So funny. Because he was eating ground beef and stuff like that. And he said it just wasn't really setting good in his stomach. And I've had that from time to time. Like certain times I can't just eat straight ground beef. I can eat a burger, but if it's just ground beef, I can't. Like my stomach's weird or goofy sometimes like that.
So then what do you put on top of your burger?
Butter.
Sometimes, yeah. Normally I'll just eat it most of the time.
Do you salt it?
Yeah, the seasonings that's in the burger. I got the like a barbecue rub, salt, pepper, and that's it. Yeah, I stopped using barbecue sauce because the kind of barbecue sauce we have is
Sugar.
disgusting. So I don't like it.
Yeah.
So
And
I put mustard in it though.
you do
Too.
put mustard.
A little bit of mustard. Yeah, just to take the meaty flavor out of it. Just a little bit.
So how many hamburgers does it take to fill you up for a meal?
2 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah. All depends on the work day.
And do you usually put eggs with that too, or no?
No, but if I'm going to spice it up, I will. I'll have like 1 or 2. And I've seen of lately, I've done that is cooked up a couple eggs with it. And that's really good.
Okay.
Has anyone experienced a bad taste in their mouth? It sounds like a detox to me, but
a really bad taste in your mouth. I'm at the beginning of this journey.
It may be related to allergies.
That sounds like a detox side effect to me.
I would think that's probably, I think ketosis too. When you're in ketosis, they say that you have bad breath if you're in ketosis. So
TD
are you maybe
tough.
tasting your own bad breath? I don't know.
Honey.
No honey.
Yeah, he went no honey. You went no honey.
I give him dibs, man, because that stuff is. I've thought about doing no honey.
Nola Carnivore says ketones.
Ketones.
Yeah, can create. Yeah, you'll adapt. You'll adjust. Keep going. So did you give your update?
No.
Okay.
Was waiting for you. Didn't want to have to rehash everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I wanted to get the Texas Mom Good House keeping seal of approval.
You wanted my update first?
Yeah, give your update first.
Really? Okay. So my update. I've been playing around with taking out the coffee. I did that experiment And then
You tried decaf.
I
too.
tried decaf again. It's my second experiment with replacing my regular coffee with decaf, and it gives me lower back pain. I don't know why.
Really? It happened again?
It happened again.
Wow.
So it was just like enough that, it was pretty uncomfortable.
That's so weird.
So I don't know what is up with that with me and the decaf, but I like it. It's fine. But yeah, I just can't have it. So switching over to just hot tea and seeing how that does. I don't sweeten it with anything. This does have coconut milk in it. I did go back to my coconut milk. It's unsweetened, whole fat coconut milk. That's the only ingredient. And I get it at our local grocery store in cans. It's really nice because it's shelf stable. And I would highly recommend either doing beef tallow or doing butter. I don't like butter in my coffee or my tea. My little ones really like butter. They did their own experiment this month with hot chocolate, where they would just take whole cacao powder and make their hot chocolate with butter, and they were loving life, but
a little too much.
A little too much. And that is a big update. The little ones got taken off the honey this month.
They're off the honey train.
They're off the honey train. And, it's really neat to see the progression. And I think it speaks to giving yourself and your family grace to kind of go through all of the different milestones and adjust gradually to this lifestyle. Because, in the beginning, they needed the barbecue sauce. They don't need barbecue sauce anymore. They love just butter and salt on their meat now. And in the beginning, they really enjoyed making those carnivore waffles, which they still make a lot. But they wanted something on it. And I wanted to be we had removed everything from their diet. So I wanted to be able to give them that. So they had honey on their waffles, and they enjoyed it for a long, up until now, which we introduced waffles at some point, like a couple months back. So
egg waffles.
Yes, egg waffles, standard up waffles.
Right. So it's just scrambled up eggs, put in the waffle maker. You put honey, you put
honey in there.
Butter in there, and that's,
But then we started realizing that, like, if we had a 5-pound thing of honey out,
right,
by the end of the day it would be half full.
Little ones were like,
so we would come in to the kitchen and one of them would literally be drinking honey,
right, because it's like their only sugar source. It's like their only carbohydrate source. So they are like, definitely my littlest one, little Tex was like,
they would just put honey in everything,
and they would just put honey. So that got cut out,
and like mental amounts of it too.
But it's been a successful whole week with no honey. Nobody complained. Everybody was cool with it. It went fine. So that's going to be great. They did ask if they could add frozen blueberries to their waffles, like just on top. So sometimes I take out the frozen blueberries and warm them up in a pot on the stove, and then that way they're like warm. Just gives them a little bit of something sweet on their waffles. So they've been enjoying that too. And Big Tex made a new invention this week because we took out the honey. He makes a butter waffle sandwich. So it's like,
that sounds good,
egg waffles, but then in between is just a layer of butter. And he's like, Mom, this tastes so sweet. Like, when you're not eating any carbohydrates and nothing sweet, the butter tastes so sweet. It really does. So
okay, first one is the decaf coffee is it's non-toxic or whatever. It's the steam process.
So because it's our decaf. So
we definitely made sure, because decaf is disgusting, the amount of chemicals that they use in it. But ours is the non-toxic version. Also,
they water process our organic decaf coffee that we sell. That's the one that I was having too. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not sure what it is with me, but it's just the way that
what kind of tea are you drinking tonight?
This is some Texas Boys breakfast tea. and
There
it's
you
really
go.
good. And like I said,
Breakfast for dinner, y'all.
I added back in my coconut milk, my full
Yeah.
fat coconut milk, which I guess technically might not be carnivore, but it's keto and it's 0 carbs. It's like less than 1 carb for the whole can of milk. So I have no guilt over
we
it.
got to make a you failed carnivore video.
Um,
Okay.
So I did add that back in just for my own pleasure. I just wanted to have something that I enjoy. And the tallow, on some days, the tallow was just not enjoyable to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm definitely not scared of the raw eggs deal. I've been even using store-bought eggs.
I've been using store-bought eggs too, because we burn through. Well, our hens aren't laying for.
We're picking
squat.
up like 50 of them tomorrow.
Maybe.
Picking up, hopefully, possibly.
Yeah,
New ones.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm cool with picking up 50 as long as a bunch don't die on the way home.
No.
No,
It's
I don't
not-
know.
It's going to
We'll
be.
see.
I
Nice
would.
and cool. The weather's
If we
perfect.
take
It's
the
gonna be-
bumper pull trailer, they'll be perfectly fine.
I would
You put them in the trailer and they're
wait
good.
till just this week's going to be hot. I'd wait till it gets a hair cooler.
Okay.
That's just my
We
opinion.
could. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, there was this one day I was like, I've always been kind of skeeved out about using like store-bought eggs. And then I was just like desperate and I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like I really
me
just
too.
don't care.
Yeah.
And then I just started using them. And
Yeah. We've been
I haven't had any bad side effects. So.
buying up all the eggs from our neighbors.
Yeah.
First, that's
90
like-
at a pop.
Now, granted, we have, I don't put the nasty junky eggs. I've only done that once, but try to get the nicer, higher end eggs from the grocery store, like middle of the road.
We get the middle
There's
of
like
the road.
crazy expensive.
Yeah, we don't get them.
middle of the road,
Yes.
and then like junky junk.
Bargain
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, we get the middle of the road.
DG eggs.
We're middle of
We
the
have
road
to.
people.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah. But hopefully our hens will start laying again. We
Yeah,
have
I hope
lots
so.
of younger hens out there. So I think they're just taking a break.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we
Um,
need more chickens.
And we definitely need more chickens. And it's crazy. I don't even know to track how many eggs we're going through. Like,
It's a
We'll
lot.
go through 90 in a weekend. So we going through 30 a day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a lot.
It's a mental amount.
It's a lot of
Mhm.
eggs. And I would like to eat more eggs. Like I
Yeah.
watch like Bella, the steak and butter girl. She does a dozen a day at a minimum, bare bones minimum. She eats a dozen eggs a day.
Boy,
Beast.
I would love to do that. I think there's massive health benefits.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Vitamin D. It's good for your eyes. It's just
Mhm.
good for your increasing your fat intake. I
You
mean, it's
said
just-
your eyesight has increased,
yeah,
too.
my eyes keep getting better.
which is
Which-
good because you started really losing your vision real quick.
Yep. Yep. So I'm probably I'm playing around with this tea thing, doing the hot tea thing. And what else has changed with me? I guess
Oh.
some days I eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm hungry, y'all, I eat. So
Yeah.
like
great recommendation.
if I'm hungry, I eat.
Very powerful.
It's already difficult enough to eat this way. There's a certain level of difficulty mentally. It's just a mental challenge. I mean, it's not difficult because you're hungry or you're craving things, because all that is gone, but it's just the mental game of it. So I'm not going to torture myself with like forcing myself into a 16-hour fast if I'm just not feeling it that day. But it just depends on the day. So a lot of mornings, if
That's a good
the
question.
little kids are eating, eggs or sausage or something, I might eat that. If I'm feeling totally fine and satisfied from the night before, like if I had a big steak the night before, I won't eat anything until probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe later. And that's been happening a lot lately, is just going to the one meal a day, a big meal, like
Mm-hmm.
early, late afternoon, like somewhere between 1 and 4 o'clock. If I eat a big meal then, and then I'm done. And that has kind of happened again too. I do feel like I've gained a little bit of weight in the past like couple weeks.
Muscle or fat?
I don't know. I feel like it could be just like it could be fat. I don't know, but I haven't been as active.
Have
I haven't
you weighed
been.
yourself?
I've been out like I haven't been out
That's
walking
true.
as
Yeah.
much, and I was being more diligent with that before, of just getting out and being outside more and walking more. And
Have you weighed yourself? Like you know that, or you just feel?
I just feel it, and I can kind of see it, because when you've kind of gotten down to a certain point, and then you just kind of see your body like, oh, I think I'm kind of just like picking up a little bit of weight, or bloated a little bit. I mean, it's probably only a pound or 2 or 3, but it just, that fluctuation is so easy to see when, So
you want to tell us about your water fast, how that went?
Oh, so my water fast was fine. I did the water fast in conjunction with Jeff DeProsperous.
Yep.
And if you haven't checked out his channel, Blessings on My Journey, you have to go check out Jeff DeProsperous, Blessings on My Journey. He's done several interviews now. He was on Homestead How, Carrie Mann's channel, and then he was just on Dr. Baker's channel and did an interview, but he has stage 4 cancer, and he's really just got an amazing story to follow and just seems like a great person. So I got inspired by that, and I was like, oh, I want to do a water fast. So I did it for 4.5 days. I was going for 5 days, but I just got really weak and felt like starting to feel a little dizzy.
It was the type of Texas mom nobody wanted to be around.
And I was, I was like, I think it's time to just go ahead. And
she was like about to like pass out, and she was like, I need food now.
Yeah, I kind of need food now. So we had to like,
quick,
I was
like,
pushing it
up.
That 4.5 day. I was just
way
like,
too much.
Yeah.
She was fine that morning, but then that afternoon, it went downhill.
And I was fine doing water fast last year, but last year I was like 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
So I think it just made a big difference because I'm like, how can this be? I fasted for 5 days straight. Like it was no problem, And now I still had my coffee in the morning, and I still had my relight in the afternoon. I had things that I could look forward to.
Yeah.
And then I might have had hot tea in the evening. Well, so it wasn't just water.
That's what Carrie said,
really
is that you do need your electrolytes though, right?
Yeah. But I did add coffee and a cup of hot
tea.
Billy
from Permapasture Farms, he said, as long as you're taking your electrolytes, you can almost like fast as long as you want. If you're
all depends on your body fat though, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you get, now I know like Kelly Hogan said she just cannot fast, which she's teeny tiny too. And she just said it's just not something that her body just doesn't do it well.
Carlos, that is great that you're incorporating more grass-fed beef in your life.
That's awesome.
In your diet.
Carlos, I apologize. We missed your phone call.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
you do need more beef in your life, Carlos.
So
never too much.
I've been super enjoying the steaks. We've had steaks a few times now. That's a special treat, y'all. We don't usually have steaks. No. It's just a family eating this way. It just, doesn't always happen.
The whole cow is not steak, so.
Right. When we have our cows processed and we put them in the freezer, there's only still a small portion of that cow that's actually steaks. And we want to kind of like spread them out throughout the year.
Oh, that's a good question. What electrolytes do we use? We use 2 different types. Dad likes the
Dr. Berg.
And
I like it a lot better than Relight.
I don't like it because what it tastes like tastes weird. And then we use Relight. I personally like the Relight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I know it's not perfect.
I just like a teaspoon of Redmond real salt too. That's really good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But that's a really good thing. Like with the Relight, it definitely gives you something
to look forward to.
Because like not having, I could see other people, if you're getting off of soda and different things like that, and then being able to still have a little something sweet or whatever throughout the day is really nice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like salty sweet. It's
and it comes in a bunch of different flavors, and it's organic stevia, so it's not the worst in the world, but it's not perfect.
My favorite kind, it skyrocketed because I guess it turned into like everybody's favorite kind was the strawberry kind.
Yeah.
So then we had to just go back to the mixed berry. It went to like $50 a container or something stupid.
I'm like, okay.
So what is the mixed berry, like $20? Or is it still
Oh, it's
40?
Still 40.
Still 40?
Yeah. Yeah.
So crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But you don't have to put a full scoop in your 32-ounce water.
No,
either.
you don't.
But
Yeah.
it does. It just gives you something to look forward to. It's just a little pick me up. Oh, we did try something new with our carnivore diet 2 nights ago. We picked them up at the grocery store and brought them home.
Can I comment about that?
What?
That's another thing that we did. And that's, you really watch our videos too. Always loyal, because yes, we do now, us boys do carry our thing. We actually stole one from inside the house.
How much did that cost you?
Nothing. It was free. We're like the government. Okay. We just took it.
Welcome to my life, y'all.
So we actually just keep that in the truck. And if we have bottled water or whatever, we just can add it to it. And all of us kids feel way better while working throughout the day because we have our Relight and our salts and everything like that. So yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
helped out big time. So back to what you were saying about Aldi.
Oh, we got pork rinds.
Oh yes, that was
first
incredible.
time ever. I've never eaten pork rinds, y'all, my entire adult life. Well, I've
only had them like once.
Yeah, and you weren't crazy about them.
No.
But now that you're carnivore,
I'm crazy about them.
They're pretty awesome.
I think I want to find some with like a little bit more salty. The ones that we have aren't salty enough for me. But if you have pork rinds with Relight, it's super good. It's really good. Okay. But the thing that we were talking about tonight while we were eating our pork rinds is that you definitely want to make sure there's no crap in your pork rinds too. Yeah. Because you don't want them like fried or whatever in seed oils. You want them fried in their own fat. Right. So
it should just be like a 2 ingredient on the package. Just look for like, pork rinds and salt,
fat and salt,
cooked in their own fat. That's all you want in your pork rinds. You don't want seasonings. You don't
genetically modified
oils, natural flavors. You don't want anything like that in them, but they're cheap. And it was kind of a fun snack. Like it was really neat
because that's the thing.
Crunchy,
yeah. On the carnivore diet, there's no crunch anywhere. So unless it's like maybe the bark of the brisket, or if you like overdo your burgers or something like that, it might be a little bit crunchy, but not in a good way.
Yeah. So I know Michaela Peterson has this thing she does in the air fryer, but we don't have an air fryer, but she does these beef crisps.
I know a lot of people do that. And the only thing that we're torn about the air fryer thing is that it's non-stick inside. So if we could find an air fryer that works as good as that Ninja one, that's like stainless steel or something inside, which maybe they do sell out there somewhere. That I've seen that, and that looks really cool. Also, Seaside says, is stevia or monk fruit carnivore friendly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes and yes. I would say.
Stevia is not my favorite. I really am not a fan of stevia.
It's not carnivore perfect, but there is no such thing as carnivore perfect. So, and we're not going for perfection. We're just going for
longevity
here. Yes.
So stevia, they do put stevia in the Relight, which so go ahead.
Hey, Nola Carnivore says we found pork pellets from Rudolph Foods. They fry them in tallow and make fresh pork rinds.
Oh wow.
Found them from
that sounds
Foods.
awesome.
Wow, that's
pretty
incredible.
Cool. That sounds pretty cool. Toaster oven with an air fryer. Oh.
We've already contacted our local butcher shop to see if they would do jerky, and it was mentally expensive.
Yeah, it was insanely expensive.
But they can still slice it up and everything for us too. And then we could do it. So it's quite an ordeal, but it is definitely worth it because it's really good. So toaster oven.
Oh yeah, there's two people back to back say the toaster oven has an air fry option.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
We have a toaster oven actually in our tiny house, so we don't use it anymore, but I'd have to get it out and see if there's actually air fry button on it, because that would be awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
If it was
because
like you had it all the
yeah, that'd
time.
be hilarious. But yeah, that was my biggest thing is seeing all the carnivores getting their air fryers and it's Teflon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
I can't eat.
I
off of
cringe
Teflon.
every time I see people cooking Teflon. I'm like,
yeah. But it's still
golly.
a step in the right
Yep,
direction. Everybody's
exactly.
you're just doing
Yep.
the best you can with
Yep.
where you're at. It's all fine.
Yep.
There is no such thing as perfect
No.
in this.
No.
So
No,
you
just
know.
don't eat on microplastics.
no, yeah, it's just
Right.
once you learn about Teflon,
Yeah, it's like you can't
you
unsee
can't
it.
unsee it. So it's like, yeah, it's just
So
It's
Nikki
gnarly.
C, go ahead, Daddy. You take this one.
yeah. You haven't been talking much.
It's the wisdom. I'm growing in wisdom.
Yes.
Hubby's trying to find carnivore foods to take to work truck, and no office, the jerky and the meat sticks. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I do. Somebody had mentioned I'm going to try Sam's Club, but I found Chef has a good beef stick with 9 ounces of protein and no trash in it. And the Drug Emporium in our area has them for $1.50, which is really a great price. And they kind of taste like pepperoni, in my opinion, which is really incredible.
So what
I've been
what
trying
is your
several.
what does your work days look like?
Yeah, that's what I want
What
to
do
hear
you eat
about.
in a day
Yeah.
normally or whatever?
Yeah,
Tell us
during
all
work.
about it. Like,
Normally, I eat 1 meal a day.
Okay.
And I eat at 5. Most of the time when we have eggs, I'll do a carnivore coffee in the morning with 6 to 8 eggs, depending on how I'm feeling.
6 to 8 eggs
Yeah.
in the coffee. Golly,
And then
that's a lot.
and then I eat when I get home. If I start to feel hungry at all during the day, I go get meat sticks. And the best price I found is that Chef meat stick. And it's got like,
What's the texture like on that?
it's like the texture of pepperoni.
Really? Okay, because I've been trying out I probably tried out 4 or 5 of them, and 3 out of the 5 I just couldn't stand the texture.
Oh yeah.
It was smushy. It was
Oh no.
nasty.
None of these like the other ones. Nick's sticks are really good. They have them at Granary.
Okay.
But this Chef one is, I'm pretty sure it's Chef and not Chief. It's very minimal ingredients. Everything looks pretty good, and the price is right. And sometimes I'll have 5 or 6 of them, because
that's what I was gonna ask you.
if I'm hungry,
Yeah.
I eat because I don't want to eat junk. And everybody has junk all the time. And when you're always dealing with
at work,
vendors,
yeah.
and you're always, and I can't eat donuts anyway, but there's that kind of trash is always coming through. But sometimes there's like decent food coming through.
Yeah.
And
It's
you have
tempting.
to be not hungry to not,
Right.
fall. And then they always want to go to like some incredible pizza joint or something. And I'm
Right.
like, no,
You
I don't
just
do
can't
that.
go.
I'm a carnivore.
Now you said no to going to the pizza place altogether.
I
'cause
say
you were
no,
just
I'm a
like,
carnivore.
And
You
actually,
actually tell them that.
Mhm.
You're
the
carnivore.
other
Okay.
night,
Like, yeah, I don't eat that kind of stuff. I'm a
Yeah.
carnivore. I
There
eat.
you go.
and the other night, there are times where you just have to say no to different social things.
Just say no.
If you're just going to be like so tempted and you're going to set yourself up for failure if you
Yeah.
go. Like the other night we had singing at our church
Yeah.
and they were all eating pizza right before the singing.
Domino.
And I was like, there's no way that we can do that.
The
Like,
dirty sock of pizza.
we're just going to there's no way to make that right. And I don't want to go there and torture everybody.
Yeah.
So we were just like, we'll just eat dinner before we go. and
Even
we'll
when I
come.
ate like mountains of pizza, I wouldn't eat Domino's pizza.
Well, I mean, we're from the north,
You're
y'all.
from the
We-
land of
we,
pizza,
We are
dude.
from pizza land. We don't eat that kind
High
of pizza.
end
but
pizza.
We're kind
One of the
pizza
best
snobs.
pizzas in Texas. The guys are Armenian. Mo. And Mo's
Ooh.
pizza is
Oh, dude.
You like that,
redonkulous. Yeah, it's
Mental.
Yeah, it's ultra good.
Um,
But I even say no to Mo.
well, that's good.
Just
No,
say
no.
no. No Mo. No Mo.
So,
No more,
and then
no
what
more.
happens when you're legitly hungry or you get invited out to lunch or something like that? Like you've had lots of these opportunities.
Oh, well, I make my vendors, like if they're going to bring food, I make them bring brisket.
well,
So I extort them
but I'm saying even when
and
you
manipulate them.
when you go out to lunch,
When I go out to lunch, I usually get chopped brisket.
Oh, I thought
Extra
you got
fat.
a burger somewhere.
Possibly. Oh yeah, I did at Daniel Boone's. I got burger, and I got
That is insanely
good.
That is
Swiss cheese.
That is a good burger.
And bacon burger with
Daniel
no bun.
Boone's Tavern in Tyler. Very good burger. Very good burger. Yeah, that was good.
So
it was kind of funny because because us boys were doing a job in Tyler, and I go to the outside. I'm like, oh no, this place looks like decrepit, And then I walk in, I'm like, oh wow, it's really nice in here. It was like beautiful inside, but outside it's like all dated and like dingy, looking like street mall.
I know, but the menus are so worn out. It's a very popular.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It's because their food is good.
So
I ordered online. So.
I think it's just like if you're doing any type of lifestyle choice, like you have to think of it ahead of time.
Correct.
Like you have to be prepared. Like if you're a woman, have a big pocketbook, have a bunch of meat sticks in there. Like just think ahead of what you're going to do for food. Don't like let life happen to you. You have to mentally think ahead of time, what you're going to do. And the other thing that I was going to tell you, this is also an update this month, was that me and Grace were out shopping and
dude, that sounds incredible.
We stopped at
bacon jerky.
We went through Whataburger.
Sounds amazing.
And we got double cheeseburgers. We had them put all the toppings on the side, just double cheeseburger patties. And they were good. They were really, really good. I would say we've had Wendy's patties and we've had Whataburger patties now. And Whataburger totally wins. Oh, and we had Juicy's hamburger patties. Juicy's I didn't prefer and they were really expensive.
Okay.
But the Whataburger patties were way better.
I've tried Whataburgers twice, and they're exactly what their name states, Whataburgers, because they're disgusting.
You didn't like them?
No, they're nasty.
They have their own.
Just go get a half pound of chopped brisket.
They're not nasty. They're just flavorless.
That's the weird part with like even getting hamburgers down here. Like if you get a half pound of chopped brisket, extra fat, it will be so life changing. And it won't be like trying to guzzle down a
right. But we were just trying to drive through somewhere. We didn't want to like get out and go in.
I've had a lot of people like crave Whataburger. I'm like, you've just never had a real good burger before because that's disgusting.
And I just get unsweet tea. And Grace got a sweet tea because she's sweet and she got a sweet tea. But and I allow my little ones to have sweet tea if we're out, or sweet lemonade like today when we were at our church gathering. And I give them liberty, like when we're at a public get together.
Bucky's brisket
is really good.
Is good, but
can you get it without their disgusting
if you can get it
barbecue
without
sauce
their barbecue sauce?
You can?
Yeah, you can. You can get it dry.
Yeah,
if you get it with the barbecue sauce, that thing must have like 5 cups of sugar in it because it's like crack. It's like sugar brisket.
It's probably just like high fructose.
It is. It's not even sugar.
Yeah, it's probably not even regular.
It's like
but I had an idea for a series that y'all
Baby
could
Ray's.
do. Y'all could go
barbecue sauce on it.
Try out the different
go ahead.
hamburger places.
I've thought about that.
And
video.
you could even do like shorts, or I'm not sure how that would be, but it would just be y'all just going like and trying to do the carnivore thing and just doing it at these different places and just giving your feedback.
I have like my burger preferences. I have our local gas station burger, which sounds really so weird, but that's my top burger. Second, I found, it's really close though, but the next one is another local shop in our town. Then the second one is the third one, is like really, really close right there is the Daniel Boone Tavern place. And then fourth on my list is Juicy's Burger. Because I found with the Juicy's Burger, it's really, really good, but it's just overly juicy. And it might have just been with my burger because I've had it several different times. Can a burger
be overly juicy?
It was overly juicy, but what was lacking in it. And also, this was another funny thing too, is there wasn't enough salt on it. And every time I go to Juicy's, they get my name wrong. Every single time they get my name wrong.
What did they call you last time?
They called me Dun.
Done.
Done. You're done.
D-U-N. And then they thought my last name was Wilson too. So my name at Juicy's is Dun Wilson. So there you go. You can look me up now.
There you go.
So
Wow. Well, you know, everybody's hiring right now,
Yeah,
y'all.
so
It's
there
an employment crisis. So it's
like,
hard.
you can't
It's
even
hard.
get my name right.
It's hard to get good workers right now.
Brian has a great question, but what is the quality of the meat at the local gas station? It's a
Mm.
great question, Brian.
Actually, I watch them make the burgers.
You watch them butcher the cow.
I watch them butcher the cow in the back. Actually, yeah, they hand make all their burgers, and it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not your typical gas station.
It's really not.
It is not.
It is not.
It's part
where
scary.
It's
It's
kind of
like-
hilarious because all the
really
cowboys
hilarious.
in the morning, there's probably no joke 40 people there lined up with cattle trailers and everything, and all of the cowboy older guys, younger guys, they go there, they get their coffee and everything, and they
there's two older ladies behind the counter.
yep. And we're like, we go there all the time now, and it's kind of funny.
But they have a grill, and you just tell them whatever you want them to make, and it's
Oh,
basically like
those
you walked
people-
into
it's
Granny's
hilarious.
kitchen, and
You
she'll
could
make
tell them to make
anything.
you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they literally would, like, straight up.
Make you
It's hilarious.
anything you
It's like
want.
their menu is gigantic. Like they'll make you oatmeal.
It's like Mama's Kitchen.
It's
like
hilarious.
they just, and
It'll
if
crack
they
you up.
walk in, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll get it for you."
Like-
Like, they already know, like, and they
We're like, we call in, we'll be like, we just want can we just have the original, like what we want? And then they know exactly like like we don't even need to say like what we want anymore. We just walk in, they're like, you want the usual? And we're like, yeah, that's it.
It's an experience.
And then we sit down. It's hilarious.
Mhm.
It's take any normal conception that you would have of a gas
yeah,
station.
it's just not.
Who was the
It's
saying
not
this
your
about
average
the
gas station. It's
Brian,
not.
I don't know where you're located in the U.S.
You know
but-
where Brian's located? He's located in Texas.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's Texas
Well,
farmer Brian.
Then maybe you do have a good idea, Brian. Never
Brian's
mind.
very acutely aware.
I take that back. I take everything I say back. Yes, everything you're thinking is true about
Yes.
our gas station.
Yeah, so you're very familiar
You're
with
very
our local gas station.
It's hilarious.
I'm sure you have a very similar
Yeah.
situation in your town.
It's hilarious. It's kind of
or thinks it's roadkill. So there you go.
there you go. Maybe that's why it tastes so
Hey,
stinking
if
good.
you asked her to cook you up a possum,
A possum, she
might.
straight up would.
She-
Possum stew,
She
sonny.
straight up would too. Culver's. We don't have
Oh.
Culver's burgers.
Do we even have a Culver's anywhere around
I
here?
don't know what that is.
That might be in Dallas.
Culver's, I think they're kind of like
Never
a
heard of them.
Brahms,
Okay.
where they're kind of like farm.
Oh
to-
yeah, that's another burger I've had too. A Brahms burger. For the speed that they get that burger out, it's a really great burger for how fast they can put that thing together. It's quite
Yeah.
incredible.
Brahms also has a thing where
you
they
got to go
do-
to Dallas to get to a Culver's. There's
That's
like
what I
4 or
thought.
5 around Dallas.
Brahms does 5 junior burgers in a bag for $5. So
Whoa.
I mean,
Wow.
if you just took the buns off of them, I don't know how much junior burgers weigh or whatever, but still like $5
5
worth of
junior
meat. I don't
burgers
know
for
what that would be.
$5.
I'm telling you,
Wow.
you need to do the series. I think that
Oh,
would be
it would
super
be a lot
fun.
of fun. Yeah.
That would be really
It'd be
fun.
a lot of fun.
And that's just like when they're out working, y'all. Like when they're out
No,
working
yeah.
and it's like a
'cause
12-hour,
that-
14-hour day.
It's way too expensive. Like, and that's the only reason like we find ourselves going to our local, I'll just say our local restaurant.
Yes.
Gas
But your
station.
local gas station is 3 minutes from the house.
Yeah, I know. That's the great thing.
Yeah, you can
And
hit it
it
before you
literally
go.
costs us $30 for us, all 3 of us boys, to go out and have a double or triple bacon cheeseburger. We've had triple bacon cheeseburgers and they're incredible.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cheap. And you know, not everybody can be as hardcore as you with the beef sticks.
No,
Nope.
they're
Some people-
expensive,
Nobody
man.
can be as hardcore as me.
If we tried to buy like 6 or 7 beef sticks per person.
Right. You're probably going to pay the same amount.
You're
Oh,
almost paying the same exact amount.
Right. As
so
getting a hot burger with some
yeah.
cheese on it.
Because at Juicy's, I had to pay them $60 for 3 double
it's
bacon
expensive.
burgers, and they forgot my bacon
Yeah.
because they're crazy. I don't know why they
Yeah.
forgot my
It's
bacon.
expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive.
So it's crazy. So that's normally the only reason, like, we'll be like, we went there when we got done selling the cows. We normally always do it like after we get done a project that we make money on. So it's like,
and when you've been working all day.
yeah,
and
when
you're
we've been
hungry.
working all day and we're hungry and we're like, yeah, there's no ground beef thawed at home right now. So we're like, we'll just stop in and get something. So,
Oh, you know, I always have food here for you.
oh yeah, always.
I do. But we've been adding butter into the beef, and I've been selling it like that in the kitchen. Like, I got some butter beef in the kitchen. I've been selling
You've
it
been
like
saying
that
that?
to the little ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
to the little ones.
Got
I was
butter
gonna say,
eggs. I've been adding like lots
hey,
of
your
butter.
butter
to the
eggs are amazing.
I got butter eggs. I got butter beef, and that's been a good sales pitch.
The butter burger from Culver's is so good. That sounds incredible.
Sounds spectacular.
So, do they cook it in butter, or is there butter on
just like a
the
big
burger?
pat of butter on
That would be amazing.
it.
I might need them to do that.
Restaurants
to my burger.
do overcook burgers.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I like that place, man. They don't overcook the burger. The guy weighs like 400 pounds. He knows how to cook a burger. It's incredible. Yeah.
Sometimes you overcook the burger.
Hey, that's true.
There's
That's true. With adding more fat to the burgers, you can cook them faster.
it's an incredible experience.
Hey, it's a great experience, except if you go to the restroom. That's scary and terrifying. That's why I never go to I think that goes for any
Gas
north,
station?
east, any gas station in general.
Northeast.
It's
Northeast
not-
Texas.
Northeast Texas. It's very scary.
Any gas station bathroom.
That's-
That's
except
not
for
a Buc-ee's.
except for Buc-ee's.
Oh,
yeah,
Buc-ee's is
it's
great,
just
yeah.
like a palace. So
Sure.
other than that,
Yeah. So little kids, let me think about little kids updates. You updated about Buddy, and James is the same.
yeah,
I think
James
everybody's
has
been just steady at it. Just
steady.
It's just normal. And then the little kids, I added back in, we had frozen blueberries all this time. I added back in a bag of frozen mixed berries. So it was raspberries, which are very low glycemic. If you're looking for a really low glycemic berry, raspberries are like number one, I think. So it was raspberries, blueberries, and strawberry mix. And the price was right. And they were actually non-GMO. So bonus. And they're really happy with them. They love it. They love the raspberries in there. So I haven't had any berries. I don't crave any berries. Once or twice a week, I get my Dr. Kilt's ice cream out. The only difference is I just make mine with the whole fat coconut cream instead of the dairy cream. I was like dairy creamer, because we can't find a good single ingredient dairy creamer anywhere. It just doesn't exist here.
That's
and you can't buy it canned either. So it's just what it is. So I do whole fat coconut milk, and I do that like once or twice a week.
Brian said the worst gas station bathroom here still beat the gas station bathroom in Uganda.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's some scary stuff, man.
We've heard Uganda stories.
The whole like chopping off the arm to get like watches and cell phones. Yeah, I've heard.
Uganda's crazy.
It's crazy. It's
a
crazy third
place.
world. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Have you tried sous vide brisket?
No,
Mm,
that sounds like incredible.
yeah.
We haven't sous vide anything since being on Carnivore.
Nope.
No.
We have the sous vide bags.
We
though.
Yeah.
eat it too. We're eating such a ridiculous amount of meat, and it's like we're eating it so quickly that's what we're talking about today. I don't think that we'll preserve eggs again like next year. We can't even keep up with the amount of eggs that we're eating. There will be no way to preserve them. And this past year I put away 600 eggs, but that was because
Yeah.
we were eating a lot of other things. We
Yeah.
weren't eating eggs like this. So yeah, it's been interesting. We're also preparing for Carnivore Thanksgiving, which is going to be
That's gonna
really
be a lot of
fun.
Yeah.
And we invited friends over. It's a family that came last year, and hopefully they'll come for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Hopefully the carnivore thing won't scare them away. But it's going to be awesome. We're going to have turkey, and we're going to have shrimp, and we're going to have ham.
Interesting. That's a new addition, shrimp.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yep. And we're maybe going to have steaks, but I don't know if it's necessary. I think that
that's quite a bit. Yeah.
I think that's
We had shrimp actually on our North Carolina trip. Buddy actually cooked them up, and they were actually really good. He cooked them up in butter, like a butter water solution. They were really good.
And we'll probably just have ice cream for dessert. I love my homemade ice cream, but the kids and
we have to find we just have to make our own ice cream.
Yeah.
It's just the best way because there's so much crap in the ice cream.
Yeah. And we could make them up ahead of time.
Yeah.
And just have them already. The Ninja Creamy, y'all, is where it's at for ice cream. It's a little more expensive, but it's so convenient to have your ice cream already made up. And whenever you want to just like have a thing of ice cream, you don't have to, get out the milk and make it and wait an hour or two for the machine to process it and all that. Because who wants to do that? Like when you want ice cream, you just want ice cream. You don't want to go through the whole process. So having them in the little containers, pre-frozen, just grab it out of the freezer, 30 seconds, it spins it for you. It's all fresh and whipped, and you can have it, and it's great. So
great.
That's a big win.
Yeah.
We don't have an air fryer, but we do have a Ninja Creamy.
That's true.
It's been good. I noticed that in the past month, not too many smoothies are happening at all. Like very, very rare.
Very rare.
Like
I haven't had a smoothie in forever.
No, I think I've only seen it like once or twice maybe in the past month that anybody has made a smoothie. Little kids, no smoothies for them. Just nobody's asking for them. So that's interesting to see that kind of fizzle out this month.
You sous vide duck breasts, then sear in cast iron. Stinking amazing. Very fatty, and you will never eat turkey again. Turkey has never really been my favorite.
Yeah, I'm
just because of the moisture content. If you can keep your turkey moist, you're a pro at cooking turkey. Because a lot of the turkey that you eat at Thanksgiving is dry. Like it tastes good, but it's
I've got
really
plans
dry.
for my turkey this year.
Okay. So you're going to have to watch some videos.
I'm just going to slather it in butter.
Okay. Well, that's one way to do it.
I'm just going to slice. I'm already envisioning it. I've been thinking about it for like the past week.
I know you've been talking about
just slicing
turkey.
up this turkey, and then I can already picture it on my plate, and then just like butter.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Just tons of butter on it.
Always Loyal says she whips fresh cream for her coffee in the morning. That's great.
We probably still have Muscovy ducks in our freezer. Somebody was saying. Yeah. We've had lots of Muscovy duck.
Yeah, the Muscovy ducks were great. But we like cows better. So
cows are way
and
easier.
There's lots of things happening, Lord willing, this week with our cows. So stay tuned for that, y'all, because we'll bring you along for all of that. The boys will bring you along.
Yeah.
They've already explained that we're switching over the herd. So that's been a big process. And that's probably going to come to fruition by the end of this week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Texas farmer said butter under the skin and citrus on the inside works every time.
Sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. That sounds good too. Yeah. I like turkey. a couple of my kids like turkey. TD does not prefer turkey so much, but that's why we got ham for him. And then we had a couple requests for the past like month or two. We've
What's
had
that?
requests for shrimp
Oh,
at
shrimps.
Thanksgiving. Shrimp at Thanksgiving. So
Gotcha.
we're getting shrimp.
Epic brand duck fat.
Okay.
Huh. All right, y'all. It has been an hour, so this has been great.
Yeah.
And don't forget, how long's the food forest in the box?
The food forest in the box, we're running a discount code for $5 off the food forest in the box and the cuttings. We're running that for 24 hours. And for everybody that has already went out and purchased a food forest in the box, we are throwing in several more cuttings, so y'all aren't left out. So there you go.
What do they get in the food forest?
You get in the food forest in the box, you get peach cuttings, you get 3 peach cuttings, you get 3 pear cuttings, you get 3 mulberry cuttings, and 3 fig cuttings. So, and we sell all types of other different types of cuttings too that we couldn't commit to putting them in the food forest in the box just because we have quite a bit of supply but not enough supply. So like our Primark blackberries, we're still selling them, several different types of figs.
And we're going to be adding some different mulberry
mulberries. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. As we get them cut.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Talk to y'all later. Have a good night.